everybody. Good morning, afternoon, evening, or whatever time you decide to do your learning. Today we're going to continue talking about some certain forms of poetry. We recently talked about the ode. If you haven't watched that video yet, check it out, because today we're going to be talking about the anti-ode. As you can imagine, it's the opposite of an ode. Instead of praising something, you're talking about how terrible, how frustrating, how horrible it is. This type of poetry can be extremely cathartic. I'm excited to get started.
All right, so you know what an ode is, and maybe you tried your hand at writing one. And if you don't know what an ode is yet, you should go watch that video first. I'm going to place a card up at the top of the screen. Check it out. Today we're going to talk about the anti-ode. So an ode, to review, is a formal lyric poem that addresses / celebrates a person, place, thing, or idea. It uses elevation and hyperbolic, so hyperboles, speech to elevate its subject, or really make it bigger than it actually is. An anti-ode is, as you might suspect, the opposite. It focuses on feelings of opposition towards a person, place, thing, or idea. So when you go to write an anti-ode, choose something that you have a love-hate relationship with. Have the anti-ode represent your feelings of opposition and attraction. Feel free to get out some frustrating feelings within writing this anti-ode. Let's look at a couple examples. Here is the anti-ode to pickles by Leah Umansky. You ruin everything with your juice and your pimples. You don't even know how to share. You hog everything. Why do you think those French fries want your kiss? You're so entitled. Why don't you just go back to your home? We are all stocked up here. Notice that this has the same type of lyrical, formal quality of an ode, and yet instead of celebrating pickles, it's talking about how terrible they are. Well, whether you love or hate pickles, this poem is pretty great. Let's look at one more example. This is the Sean Penn anti-ode by Dean Young. In case any of you don't know who Sean Penn is, I have his picture down there. He's an actor. Let me read this ode to you. Must Sean Penn always look like he's squeezing the last drops out of a sponge and the sponge is his face? Even the back of his head grimaces. Just the pressure in his little finger alone could kill a gorilla. Remember that kid whose whole trick was forcing blood into his head until he looked like the universe's own cherry bomb so he'd get the first whack at the piñata? He's grown up to straighten us all out about weapons of mass destruction, but whatever you do, don't ding his car door with yours. Don't ask about his girlfriend's cat. Somewhere, a garbage truck beeps backing up. And in these circumstances counts as a triumph of sanity. Sleet in the face, no toilet paper, regrets over an argument, not investing wisely, internment of the crazy mother, mistreatment of laboratory animals. Life, my friends, is ordinary crap. Pineapple slices on tutu wearing toothpicks, those puke bags in the seat back you might need, the second DVD only the witlessly bored watch, some architectural detail about Batman's cape, music videos about hairdos, tattoos, implants, and bling. The crew cracking up over some actor's flub. I really like this anti-ode in particular because it starts off with really slamming Sean Penn for his anger issues and all of the things that he's gotten into fights with the media about in the past. But it ends up with this really beautiful reflection about how it's okay to pay attention to these details and even okay to be frustrated about them. because life is really about the ordinary things. And that's what both odes and anti-odes give you the opportunity to do. Write about the ordinary things, whether you're celebrating them or slamming them. Have a great day and happy writing.